Dear parents, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the 8th Annual Day program of MSG's Universal School Ghatkopar. The year 2012-13 was remarkable in many ways. It was the year that stirred us to scale new peaks, led us to learn new lessons and propelled us to a new pinnacle of achievements. Driven by our unquenched thirst for excellence, we worked harder to move towards bigger goals. We believe in Clay Bedford's wise words. You can teach a student a lesson for a day, but if you can teach him to learn by creating curiosity, he will continue the learning process as long as he lives. At Universal Ghatkopar, every child is engaged in mastering a holistic set of skills that make good our promise to create a lifelong learner. Theme-based and linked knowledge, when wedded to attitudes and values, makes learning meaningful and socially responsible. We aspire to give our students this unique gift. So what have we been doing to claim this boast? I'm going to focus on the academic achievements first, as it forms the essential core of the school's raison d'etre. Our teachers and students have been engaged in the process of continuous improvement in negotiating the various stages of CIE smoothly, and this has culminated in some wonderful results in the IGCSE examinations, which I am delighted to share with you. For the beginning, and with the first batch of students, the IGCSE results of Universal Ghatkopar have been outstanding. The results for the third batch of IGCSE have just been declared, and our students have performed exceedingly well. Out of the total number of 24 students who appeared for the examination this year, 18 have scored well above 70%, and that is good reason to celebrate them. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all our IGCSE students. I would like to acknowledge their hard work and demonstrated determination in putting their best foot forward in the Cambridge International Examinations. I would like to say this to all of you, that children are in state of developmental continuum, and all performances are bound to improve significantly if we have given them a sense of resilient confidence and energy to strive, to compete with their own performances and to celebrate their continuous growth. For 2 consecutive years, some of our brightest students have been All India toppers in coordinated sciences. I would like to name Harshil Bagadia from the November 2010 batch and Meet Udeshi from the November 2011 batch for doing us proud. Students have also performed very well in the Acid Diagnostic Test, the Unified Cyber Olympiad, the National Science Olympiad, and other such competitive exams that pitted them against the best and brightest in the country. Participation in these competitions will hone them for the rigor of bigger tests to come in the later years. The Duke University conducted a talent identification program where only the top 5% of academically gifted 7th grade students from all over India participated. From Universal Ghatkopar, the distinguished achievers in this program were Akshay Prabhu, Bhavya Seth, Arhata Patwari, Malav Velani, Jainam Mehta, Tanay Jhavar, and Harshit Chhajar. We are incredibly proud of their achievements. The body hosts the mind, and hence the school has relentlessly sought to keep sports education on par. The year saw us hosting the 8th annual athletic meet at the BPCL grounds. The day started with the pre-primary sports of Universal Beginnings. Our tiny tots ran spiritedly with colorful props on the thematic races, and all participants were honored with medals. It was certainly a delightful event. This was followed by athletics for the primary and the secondary students of Universal School. It was a professionally driven extravaganza marked by the march past by students on the beats of the police band and the colorful drill displays. The races were lively and hard-fought. The students were as enthusiastic as ever and the audience highly appreciative. Right from the opening ceremony to the displays and the hotly contested events, everything flowed smoothly only to culminate in a solemn closing ceremony. Inter-school sports was another area where our children put up an inimitable show. Our 4th grader Asmi Giri brought home the coveted silver medal in the individual Open Karate Championship. Our 3rd graders Drish Mehta and Darsh Dave lifted the 3rd prize in various gymnastic events, and our 5th grader Yashvi Gondalia and 3rd grader Nishi Thakkar bagged the 3rd prize in the gymnastics events organized by the Brihan Mumbai District's Gymnastics Sangatna. Well, I take this opportunity to appreciate and congratulate all our young achievers. If sports earned our students their colorful stripes, art and craft activities brought out their aesthetic element. Excellence was the name of the game in drawing and painting. The best out of waste competition deserves a special mention here. Our children understood the need for recycling and conservation of our scarce and dwindling resources in a manner that was creative and enjoyable. The Ministry of Energy organized a drawing competition on the energy-saving theme for the 4th to 7th graders. The complete focus and involvement of our students in this project was remarkable. Our students also participated in the Inter-School Mission Green International Art Competition. 44 students were selected for competing at the state level. Deserving a special mention here is the 7th grader Arhata Patwari, who was granted a wildcard entry for the international level art competition, and the 6th grader Nikisha Jain, who was granted a wildcard entry for the national level art competition. Our school also won the Best Art Propagator Award for the Art Dum Drawing Competition organized by the Art Villa Gallery. Aneri Kotak, a 2nd grader, has been selected in the Innocent Star in the top 10 category. Congratulations to all our winners. Not to be outdone, our senior kindergarten students presented tasty treats, an appetizing show on the diverse cuisines of India, Italy, China and France. This was followed by a 3-dimensional paper art show. And rhyme recitation. The high point of these events was the food fiesta that saw the spirited parents scurrying to make special salads. Graced by dignitaries from the French Embassy and the British Council, the fiesta transformed into a remarkable educational experience, not just for our children, for our teachers as well. Some enlightening exhibitions were organized where the students of primary and secondary sections participated. Trash to treasure, the mystical festivals of Asia, sports galore, and marquee were notable among them. The Linguist, a language extravaganza, was an inter-school competition which was organized with a view to expose the students to various dimensions of the English language. Various skills of students were tested through different competitions like What's the Good Word, Versification, Extempore, Recitation, Mono Act, and Design a Cover for a Storybook. Our school received an enthusiastic participation from various schools across the city. The performances of the participants were astounding and overwhelming. The Students' Council, whose elections were guided by the principles of democracy, rests on a strong foundation of discipline, cooperation, team spirit, and leadership. The hallowed investiture ceremony turned the spotlight on the honor conferred on our young leaders. The leaders went through a day-long training session that delineated the tenets of effective leadership, which they learnt always began with the self. Extracurricular activities were another focal point in our pursuit of excellence. Round the year, our children were exposed to an assorted range of activities that silently but surely added a new dimension to their personalities. No education is complete without the first-hand learning opportunities provided by field trips. These trips help to extend education beyond the boundaries of classrooms. Our preschoolers paid a purposeful visit to the Dolphin Aquarium, the Happy Planet, besides a culinary excursion to the yummy restaurants Little Italy and the Persian Indigo. An educational trip to Goa was organized for our senior students. They visited historical monuments to learn about the tradition and culture. They also visited the spice gardens to learn about various herbs. Needless to say, they had tremendous fun as they spent time together with their teachers and peers. One of our guiding principles states that education in our school must reflect the fact that we are all part of a bustling global village. The theme for the year, Responsible Global Citizenship, Better World Through Better People, brought home this message eloquently, loud and clear. In our endeavor to add an international dimension to our curriculum, our school has registered for the British Council International School Award this year. There were 9 projects planned and successfully implemented. Parents were invited to various events so that they can see for themselves how their children acquire understanding of Universal School's international approach. Through the connecting classrooms of the British Council, Universal School Ghatkopar has established a long-term partnership with Williamston Primary School, Scotland in UK. We are sure this partnership will help us in an effective exchange of information and sharing the best teaching and administrative processes and practices. In keeping with our belief that learning never stops, our faculty members updated their knowledge and skills during the year. They participated in several workshops that trained them on new learning methods and honed their skills. I'm proud to state that our faculty members have made further progress in being thoroughly equipped to discharge their dual responsibility, both in handling students sensitively and in teaching innovatively. Our counseling and research department plays a vital role here. The department holds counseling sessions with students, parents, and teachers. It conducts workshops for teachers, parents, and grandparents. The department organized orientation programs for the parents and successfully held an aptitude test for 10th graders. The department also organized a career fair on 23rd January 2013, where the keynote speaker was Ms. Swati Salunke, a renowned career counselor and a noted columnist for the Education Times. The highlights of the program were the sessions conducted by the IIM Ahmedabad alumni, and our students were enlightened on various career options available. Health is priority at Universal. We organized a dental checkup in association with 32 Pearls and an eye checkup in association with Gangar Eye Nation for all our students. The Universal School PTA, our Parents and Teachers Association, is a jewel in our crown. Our PTA was formed according to the rules and regulations prescribed by the Educational Department. The PTA Executive Committee organizes meetings for the welfare of the school community. All along, through our enthusiastic celebrations of World Days, such as the World Friendship Day, World Animal Day, and International Peace Day, the global citizenship theme kept us focused. At the same time, we reveled in being Indian in celebrating our fascinating Indian culture with Raksha Bandhan, Janmashtami, and Navratri adding color to our lives. National days such as the Independence Day and the Republic Day witnessed inspired patriotic fervor and zeal. Another enviable aspect of being Indian is our foundation of strong family values. We went on to organize the Grandparents' Day, which was not only entertaining but educative as well. Grandparents were invited to the school and they actively participated in activities, games, and reading to bond with the children and to be celebrated in our respectful acknowledgement of their invaluable silver place in the lives of our young ones. The puppet show, The Golden Words, was a show stealer and the performance was thoroughly enjoyed. Dignitaries from various consulates were invited to grace these occasions. Mr. Tomwit Jarson, the Consul General of the Royal Thai Consulate, inaugurated the exhibition The Mystical Festivals of Asia. Madam Sri Lestari, Councillor from the Consulate of Indonesia, Mr. Rodier Christian, Cooperation Attached from the Consulate General of France, and Mr. Chetan Mehta, Project Manager of the British Council Division, Mumbai, were our prime diplomatic visitors who added colour and cheer to the events. We felt immensely privileged by their visits. In fact, the French Consul General even responded warmly and reciprocated with an invitation for dinner at his residence. Once again, we felt privileged and responded with equal warmth. Other distinguished guests who graced the various events with their august presence were no less significant. Educationist Parthi Mehta, national athlete Ravindra Valmiki, celebrated Marathi actress Supriya Vinod, national award-winning artist Sharat Kale of the Lalit Kala Academy, Times supplement journalists Sujata Subramaniam, scientist and senior general manager with the Board of Radiation and Isotope Technology, Department of Atomic Energy Dr. N. Sivaprasad, Director of Fresh Buds and child psychologist Sheetal Kapoor. All of them made us feel extremely important and honored. Our school events were covered by the media and related photographs have been uploaded on the school's Facebook page. Finally, a few words about our infrastructure. No educational institution can hope of delivering its promises without upgrading its existing infrastructure on an ongoing basis. Bearing this in mind, we have already drawn plans to provide better facilities in the years to come. After all, infrastructure is the hardware that makes the exciting software called education run seamlessly. As the year draws to a close, we thank you all, our dear parents, for your faith in us. We thank our team of dedicated staff that executes our vision. Every year, we look with overwhelming gratitude to the Almighty for showering many blessings on this growing institution. We glance backwards at the number of events hosted, and the various endeavors we took up and are filled with surprise at the stamina and energy we exuded. This has helped all of us at Universal Ghatkopar to keep young at heart, take joy from our achievements, of our awards and celebrate the future through their fresh eyes. This year's journey has been an endeavor to bring to children through various experiential activities, insightful learning, creative imagination, fluency in thinking, leadership skills, deep sensitivity and integrity. At Universal, we keep in mind the truth that character may be manifested in the great moments, but it is made in the small ones. Dear parents, hope you have a great day ahead. God bless you all. God bless our children. God bless India. Let peace prevail. Thank you all once again.